Hello, this is Asa ERP. Today we are going to look at how to create the basic masters in Asa ERP. First of all, we are going to look at how to create chart of account. Now, for you to create chart of account, you go to the home page. This is the home page. If you want to go to the home page, you click on this Asa ERP logo or icon. If you take it to the home page, from home page, click on accounting. From accounting, you now locate accounting masters. Then click on chart of account. The chart of account list will open. Then go to chart of account list view. Click on 3. Now this is the chart of account 3, where you can add your chart of account. You can modify your chart of account. You can even delete your chart of account, maybe in the process of creating the scenario. So this is chart of account. You can see the assets node. You can see the source of funds, where you create your liabilities. This is your equity. This is the income, and this is expenses. So inside each of these chart of account head node heads, you have various nodes inside it, and each of the node you have the various account heads. For instance, cash in hand. These are where you create all your cash account. This is where you create all your bank account. This is where you create all your chart of account, all your account receivables. Under stock assets, you create all your account under stock assets. All your account under tax assets are also created here. Loan and advances here. Fixed assets, set up the cost and the depreciation. Accumulated depreciation are created here. Investment, and so on. Equity, all your income account, and all your expenses, both the cost of sales and admin expenses are created here. So let us quickly create an account under cash in hand. Now we have cash account here. We have petty cash created here. You can see the with follow serial number. Cash account is 1110. While petty cash is 1120. So we're going to create another cash account. Maybe you want to maintain a cash account for a particular unit in your business. Let's call, say, assuming that maybe let's call it career expenses, or maybe they just maybe you're into petroleum business. You want to maintain a various cash account for your AGO, LPG, and PMS. Let's open a cash account for LPG. Let's call it LPG cash account. The last created account, cash account is 1120, so the next one will be 1130. So from the cash in hand node, that the parent account, we say add. Then we call it LPG cash. LPG cash. That's the name. The number is 1130. Remember, the last created one is 1120. Account type is cash, because this cash account is under cash. Then create new. You can see that LPG cash account is added. Then let's add a bank account. You can see that nothing has been added here. The parent node is 111200. So the next account will be 1210. Let's create our maybe first bank account. Add. It's a first bank. number 1210. Account type is bank. Create new is added, and so on. Receivable is added, is already there. By default is there. Then stock account, stock in hand is already there by default, so you don't need to create another one. Then let's go to fixed asset. That's very important. You can see that by default the various fixed asset cost account have been created, like capital equipment, electronic equipment, furniture and features, office equipment, plant and machinery, building, software, and now just one accumulated depreciation. In the recent, this is not how chart of account should be, because if you want to get a good accounting reporting for your fixed assets, you should create the cost account of the particular asset category, the accumulated depreciation of that particular asset category, and the NBV, that's net book value of that asset category. So that what should be done, but in this case, by default the system just created the various asset categories and just one accumulated depreciation. Now, we are going to see how we can create one asset. We are going to first of all create the NBV of a particular asset category. Then inside it, we now create the cost as an account, and also the accumulated depreciation or that same asset category. First of all, I said we are going to create a particular asset category, the NBV, as a group account. Then we now create the cost account, the fixed asset cost, and the fixed asset accumulated depreciation under that fixed asset category. So let's start. I'll just ignore these ones. Let me create, let's say, okay, first of all, let me convert this building that is created as cost to group node. I say edit, action, update, or I will just say action, convert to group node. Hold on. Or let me just create a new account, because we need to waste our time here. Under asset, as fixed asset, good. Let me just go ahead and create. Let me take, for instance, let's assume we use A, B, C as an asset. I say add, the name of asset is A, B, C, MBV. Here I'm creating a particular asset category. First of all, you create the asset category MBV as a group. Account number, I'll give it a number 10000. That's the number I'll give to it. Then group, I'll make it a group. Root is asset. Accounting type is asset. I'll just type asset. Accumulated, okay. Okay, just forget about this one for now, since we have specified the root account, which is an asset. So create new. is created as a group node. So from here now we can now create the ABC cost and ABC accumulated depreciation. So let's create ABC cost first. ABC cost. The number, we're following the group number 10010. Account type is fixed assets. Create new is added under ABC MBV. Still under ABC MBV, we are going to add another asset account, which is ABC accumulated depreciation. ABC I'll just put it in small letter. Accumulated depreciation. The number 100020. Account type is accumulated depreciation. You should take note of this for proper reporting. Create new is added, so you can see that ABC cost and ABC accumulated depreciation is reporting under ABC MBV. This ABC MBV is a particular asset category. For instance, maybe plant and machineries. So this is plant and machinery cost and plant and machinery accumulated depreciation that we now report to accumulated plant and machinery MBV. So that is how asset chart of account is being created. So let's go to another one that is very important. Under your equity, you have your capital stock account, you have dividend paid, you have opening balance, you have your return earning by default. This capital stock is your ordinary share capital, your share capital, which you can decide to amend it. You can amend it, you can add, you can delete. So let's before we go to how to amend or how to delete, let's quickly create an income account. By default, you can see the income account is available into direct and indirect. So direct income, you have your sales, you have your services. We can add more. For instance, if you are into sale of various materials, or what we call segmentation, you say APG, you say AGO, you say PMS. There's no need of reporting everything to sales for proper segment reporting. Now the last created account here is 4120, so the next one will be 4130. We are going to add it here. Sales AGO. Says AGO. Can put dash here. Says AGO number 4130. 4130. Account type is income account. Create new. You can see it's added here. The same way you can add another one, maybe 4140 now. PMS, says PMS. Says PMS, which is number 4140. Account type is also an income account. Create new is added. Another important thing to create. Then under indirect income, if there is any any other income outside the your core source of operation, it can be added here. Maybe in the process of delivering your product to your customers, maybe you charge them income for hiring your truck. You can add it here. You can add it here. Maybe hiring income. Truck hiring income. Can give it a number because the parent head is 4200. So this one will now be 4210. So that's it. Then it's also under income account. Create new is added there. So another thing to create is now expenses. You can see that expenses divided into two, direct and indirect. So the direct is where you create all their cost of sales. That's where you create them, all your cost of goods sold or cost of sales. You can see that this one have been created already, cost of goods sold, but we can ignore this for proper reporting or customization. Create the various cost of sales of your various sales. For instance, we have AGO sales, a PMS sales. The same way we are going to create the cost of sales for AGO, cost of sales for PMS, for proper segment reporting. So we can come here now and say add, you say cost of sales. You can use this abbreviation, space dash AGO number 5120. Account type is under expense account. Create new. The same way we create cost of sales account for PMS. Cost of sales PMS, account number 5121. Account type is expense account. Okay, cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold account is not expense account. Cost of goods sold. So let's go and amend the first one to cost of goods sold account. Account type, I will change it to cost of goods sold. Good. If you fail to do this, the account may behave. You might not report well. So whenever you are creating any account relating to cost of goods sold, the account type should be cost of goods sold. You can see this one, account type, let me check, cost of goods sold. So anything you are creating under direct expenses should be cost of goods sold. If you are creating it as a cost of goods sold for a particular segment sales, in the same way, you can also have other direct expenses that are not related to the sale of your inventory. These are the ones we call other direct expenses. So in creating those ones, we are not the account type cannot be cost of goods, so it will not be expenses. So that's that. Okay, so let's create our expenses, our indirect expenses. You can see you have so many of them: admin expenses, commission, asset depreciation, entertainment, flight, legal, marketing, office maintenance, rent, postal expenses, print and stationery, salary, sales expenses, telephone expenses, and so on. So professional expenses and so on, as many as, so you can add or amend to suit your own chart of account. So that is how to create chart of account. So the next thing now, we are going to see how to amend. Assuming you've created a particular chart of account and you notice there's an error there, but why you've not posted anything there, you can amend it. You can amend it. For instance, let's see where we created the asset account. I use ABC, for instance. That's what I use. Assuming we say no, there's a mistake. The name of the asset is not ABC. The name of the asset is XYZ. So you come here and click on it. See where we have edit. Go to action. You say update account name and number. Good. I can now change it to XYZ. I will say update. It's updating. Good. Let's go back. Let's go back. Fixed asset. You can see that it has updated. The same way we can also update this one, the cost account. Edit. Action. Update account name and number. I'll change it to XYZ. XYZ. I will say update. It's updating. Good. It has updated. Let's go back to the chart of account 3. Asset. Fixed assets. Good. You can see it has been updated. Same way you can update this the accumulated depreciation account. So that's it. So you can also delete, assuming maybe in the process of creating you added an account that is not needed at all, you can delete it. But note, once transaction is posted to an account, you cannot be what? Deleted. It cannot be deleted. What you cannot is to freeze it or disable it so that nobody can post into it. So let me show you. As we want to delete this one now, maybe this capital work in progress, click on it, click on delete. Are you sure you want to permanently delete? That's the question they ask. You say yes, it's gone. Okay, can you see the word saying cannot delete or cancel because account is linked with demo? Okay, you cannot delete this one. Let's delete another account that is not linked to the company setup. Let's assume I want to delete capital equipment. Delete. Yes. It's deleting. Just hold on. Can see it. Good. It's gone. It's deleted. So once if an account is linked to the account setup, it cannot be deleted. If an account has transaction posted into it, it cannot be deleted. You can only do what? Disable. So let's assume we want to disable. Click on the same account, plant and machinery. So edit. You can see disable. This way you disable it. You save. Once you save, the account is what? Disabled. Nobody can post into it. So let me enable it again so that it will not cause trouble in the future. Save. I've enabled it back. So that is for chart of account. You can see now we have demonstrated how to create chart of account, how to add, how to amend, and how to delete. That is for chart of account. Don't worry, if you have questions, just note it down. So at the end of the lecture, you can ask your questions. So the next thing in line is how to create cost center. You also go to your home page. So for easy access to the modules, that's what we call awesome search bar. You can see here, this is what we call the awesome search bar. So instead of wasting time navigating on the gate where you get the various modules, just put your cursor here and search. For instance, now I want to search cost center. Just type cost center. You can see it here. You see cost center list will come out. Click on it. The various cost center we created will come up. Then go to list view. Click on 3. It will not take you to the cost center 3. You can see the cost center that we created. This is the parent cost center demo. The one that has this certain envelope is the parent, from where you not create other ones. That's it. So let's add another cost center. By default, this cost center called main have been added. So another cost center, let's add it. Go to add a child. Let's call it maybe another cost center. We'll call it maybe transportation. Transport. That is your business unit. Maybe the transport. You want to give it a number. You give it a number 001. Create is there. You can add another one. Maybe you have another business unit or line of business, or maybe you have various branches. You want to use branches as a cost center. You want to know what each branch is making. You can use a business unit as a cost center. You can use a branch as a cost center. So assuming you have Abuja branch, say Abuja is number 2, 002. It depends on what you want or how you want to configure your operation. Then say Lagos. Some companies want to measure the operation based on the branches. Some used to measure their own based on the business unit, online operation. So that is how to add cost center, create cost center. And I told you this is the parent cost center, which is the one that has an envelope. Is from here you now add. Click on the child, add child. You now create new. It will not take you add cost centers. So the next thing here is how to create territory, because this is needed. Also go to your awesome search bar, type territory list. It will just come up. You can see the one we created before. You can see the rest of the world, Nigeria, all territory. Then click on this view 3, so that for easy creation. So add from all territories, add child. So what's the name of the territory? You say Calabar is added. Another one, maybe you want to add Abuja. Very simple. You want to add another one, maybe Aba, and so on. So that is how to create territory, as simple as that. So the next thing is to how to create item group. This is needed, because if you didn't create them, you won't be able to post your transaction. These are the basic, as I said before, masters. So how to create item group? You also go to the awesome search bar, type item group. Good. So these are the various item groups. So to enable you to create your own, go to list view, click on 3. These are the various groups we've created: consumable, drugs, laboratory products, raw material, services, assembly, and so on. So assuming you want to add another one now, called, maybe you want to add another one called mechanical, for instance, just say add child, look as mechanical, for instance, because it's not already. Create new is added, as you can see. Maybe you want to add another one. We have consumable, we have raw material, we have services, product, maybe another line of business. We have fuel. Maybe because of the nature of your business, fuel. Maybe you sell PMS, AGO, LPG. These are under fuel. So create new is added. Fuel. So that is how to create item group. So how do we create? Another thing there is how to create item unit of measurement, because when creating item, this thing will be needed. Come here, type UMO, unit of measurement. UOM, sorry, means unit of measurement. So once you tell UOM, you see unit of measurement list. Click on it, so you can see various units of measurement that have already been created. You have unit, you have bars, you have numbers, you have pairs, you have centimeter. There's so many of them have, because you can see up to 239 units of measurement have been created. So you have to find out if the one you want to create have been created already. Maybe as me you want to create kg. First of all, under where we have ID, type kg. You can see kg is already there, so you're not creating again. Then assuming you want to create a metric ton, just type metric. So what is here? You can see the ton force metric. So it's not the same. So it's not, since it's not here, you can go ahead and create. Also, I don't know, can check if they have can. As me, you have a product you say in can, you can see there's no can here. So that's why I said before you create any work, first of all, search to confirm if that unit of measurement has already been created, so to avoid duplication. So let us create can as a unit of measurement. So I will come here and say add, click on add UOM, that is add unit of measurement. I want to type can, CAN, can. I'll click on edit in full form. Then now you're going to ask, you must be whole number. That's the question asking you, so that you don't say okay, let's assume, let me take you back, assuming that this can now, or as is in carton, assuming it's carton we are creating. Now to avoid your staff selling in fractional units of this of your drinks, if you click on this must be whole number, no, there's no way they were going to, maybe somebody want to sell post, you now put 4.1, you still will not accept it, because if it's carton you don't say 4.1 carton, no. If it's bottle now, you don't say 1.1 bottle. If it's in can, you don't say 1.1 cans, sorry. So you say it must be whole number. This is for proper reporting and for posting, so people will not mistakenly be putting fractional quantities. Let's take an instance. If you're into sale of LPG, you know there's no way you can activate this, because LPG they say in different quantities, 1.4 kg, 12.5 kg. So you should not enable this. But for something like can, in carton, and so on, you must activate this. Must be whole number you save. But if you know your product is sold in fractional quantities, you should not activate it. Okay, save. You can now see that can is added to the unit of measurement. Let's not type can. You can see can has been added. Now you can see it's added. So that's it. That is how to create unit of measurement. So the next thing now is to how to create item. That's the major thing now. How do you create item? Assuming you are into say of PM AGO. For instance, let us create AGO as an item. I will go to my awesome sidebar. I will type item item list. Good. So this is the list of items we've created. We just one item is just created. I will say add item. You can see it here, and I come here, add item. So what's the name of item I want to code? I say the name of item is AGO. Let me use AGO. Item code AGO. Use the same name, code and name are the same thing. You must type it properly. So now, what is the item group? This AGO and you are creating now. Which item group does it belong? You know, we've created our item group before. That is why before you create your item, you must have created your item what group. Very important. So you remember we've created fuel. You know that AGO, PMS, and LPG. They are under the item group fuel. So I will choose fuel as an item group. So what is the unit of measurement? Do you measure AGO in numbers? No, you measure in liter. You can see liter is already here. You pick liter. You say maintain stock. This checkbox must be checked. I don't know if I'm communicating, because it's an inventory item you buy and sell. It is not a service item. This must be checked for all inventory items. I mean items you buy and what sell. This must be checked. So I will now click on edit full form. So to enable me add some other settings. So here I'll go to inventory. This is detail. Go to inventory evaluation method. You choose FIFO. You have FIFO. You have moving average. You have FIFO. It's either you choose FIFO or you use moving average based on your company method of inventory valuation. So you don't just change it anyhow. That's the basic thing you choose here now. Go to accounting. Then in accounting is very, very important. So you have to set up the default from this table now. The default income and expense account for this AGO is very, very important. You must set up the default income and expense account for the product, for any product you buy and sell, for proper valuation and for proper segment reporting. I will now click on here, add row, so that this is the company, demo is the name of the company. Remove this default. We are not defaulting this item to the particular warehouse. So click on edit. Then under edit, you can see where we have default expense account. You know, we have created the cost of sales of AGO. Just type AGO. Good. Cost of sales AGO. Then default income account. Also type AGO so that you see the default income account for sales AGO. This is very, very important when you are creating your item for proper segment reporting. I say it again, for proper segment accounting. AGO, you must have created the cost of account of the AGO in your chart of account. You must have created your sales account of AGO in your chart of account. Now, default expense account for AGO is cost of sales AGO. the default income account of AGO, it says AGO. If you mistakenly go and pick PMS while you're creating AGO as an item, at the end of the day, you will not get what you want. So click asset here. That's one thing. Click on purchasing. This must be checked. Allow purchasing must be checked. Click on sales. This must be checked for a proper reporting. For tax, if there are some taxes you want to configure for this particular item, this point where you configure, but it's not necessary now, because we also have what we call sales and purchase tax templates where we can configure those things. So this one can be ignored. For manufacturing, you know, if you want to, if this item should be subtracted to a vendor, that's why you can choose, but for now it's not necessary. So at this point you save. I'm just showing you the basic masters, so you can see. If you go back to your item list, you see that this AGO have been what added. They have been added. So let's add another one. PMS, add. I'll put PMS as item code, PMS as item name. Item group is also fuel. Just type fuel. Good. Pick it. We say in liters. Good. Maintain stock is checked. Then edit full form. Click on it. To enable you to specify from inventory the valuation method. I choose FIFO. Accounting, to enable you set up the default income and expense account. Default expense account, PMS. Good. Cost of sale, PMS. Default income account, I will type PMS. So give me cost of sale, PMS. I will save. So confirm under purchase and sales that they are checked. It's checked. This one is checked. Then I save. Here my item, PMS and AGO have been what? Created. Meanwhile, you should know that item we created now is inventory item. That's also how to create item related to fixed assets, because if you want proper fixed asset depreciation and reporting, you must create an item of fixed assets, which will not be part of our training now. Maybe when we are discussing about fixed assets setup, we'll discuss that one. So let's see how to create warehouse, because now you have created your chart of account, you created your territory, item group, item. So let us create our warehouse, because you must buy and keep your items or your products in the warehouse. So warehouse, go to your action search bar, just type warehouse. You can see warehouse list will come up. List view 3. For now we have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 warehouses created. We have finished goods, you have goods in transit, you have stock. So assuming you have branches all over. You have branch in Abuja, you have branch in Lagos, you have branch in Calabar, you have branch in Aba. So you can create it that way. Also, let's assume in a particular branch you have different products segmented and you keep them differently. You can also create their warehouse here. That's where this software has multi warehouse property. So I can add warehouse here. You can say add child. As mean I want to create a warehouse called Abuja warehouse. I say Abuja warehouse. So I say create new. added. Assuming also you sell lubricant, you keep your lubricant different in a warehouse, you can say lubricant. So it depends on what you want, the name you want to give to your warehouse. Lubricant is created, can see. So that is how to create warehouse. But there's another thing you need to do. We just created Abuja warehouse now. You need to edit it to add the default stock account. It's also for proper reporting. Abuja warehouse, click on edit. Good, you can see account. So pick stock in hand. The default account should be stock in hand, so that the system will not go and pick a different account for your stock. Stock in hand. Good. Go to, I think I could create a lubricant. Edit. Account. Pick stock in hand. Stock in hand. Then save. You can say if blank parent warehouse or company default will be considered in transaction. So that's it. Whatever is the parent or whatever that defaulted in setting up the company as stock account will be picked. That's what he's saying. So stock in hand for all your warehouse, specify the stock in hand as default account. So is that taken? Okay, so that is how to create a warehouse. The next thing is how to create customer. First of all, before you create a customer, you must create what we call customer group. So let's quickly create our customer group. Go to your Awesome search bar and type customer group. Customer group. So customer group list. Open it. You can see we have government, non-profit, commercial, individual, and so on. So which group do you want to classify your customers to? Is it under government, non-profit, commercial, individual, or any other group as the case may be, and how you want it to be reported? For instance, your staff, that's what I'm going to create now. Already you have individual, you have commercial, you have government. So staff is not here. Your staff should also be created as customers. And for you to do that, you have to create staff as a group, as a customer group. Because staff can buy products, they can borrow money from the company, they transact with the company from time to time. They are possible, the sales rep will have shortage. So this is where you book them. So for me to create it now, go to list view. I'll use 3. So I want to create another customer group called staff. Go to the parent group or accounting group. I say add child. I will type child staff. That's all. Create new. The staff accounting group is what? Created. Is created. Is created. So if there's another group, it depends on how you want to classify your customers. That's how you do it. So once you've added, the next thing is to create customer. For instance, let's create a name of a staff. Maybe a sales rep. In fact, all the staff in an organization should be created as a customer. Should be created as what? A customer. That is accounting now. We're not talking of HR, where you create them as employee. Now, for us to create customer, you go to your Awesome search bar, type customer list. Click on it. You can see we have just one customer. for now, which is A. So for you to create a customer, click on add customer. Add customer. So what's the customer name? Maybe a staff. His name is Obi Nana. Customer type is Z type company. No, it's an individual. Customer group staff. It's very important. Don't mix it up. When you're creating your staff as a customer, you have to choose the group as well staff. You have cases where some people go and mix it up. You're creating a staff, you go and pick government. You're creating a customer, you're choosing it as staff. So don't make that mistake. So territory. This staff, what is his territory? Is it Aba, Abuja, or Calabar? I will choose Aba. Now edit in full page to enable you add some other things. So you can add salutation Mr. or Mr. This is Mr. Good. Territory is the gender. You put the gender, male or female. There's so many things you add, but for now we just pick the major basic information, which is the name and the group and territory. These are the major things. So subsequently you can add other things. So you can add contact address, which we will discuss when we get to CRM, customer relation management. So go to accounting direct, so that you pick the default account, receivable account. So default receivable account, add row. Then from here, where do you want this to be reported to? You say debtors. But in the real sense, you must have created style receivables in chart of account, so that you pick it here as a receivable account, so that you'll be able to pick it from here. But for now, we've not created it. But in your own case, make sure you've created staff receivables in your chart of account under receivable group. So here, this you will just save. Good. It's added. Go to your customer list. You can see it's added. So let's create another customer. Maybe these are the people that buy from you now, not apart from your staff. This is Nze and Co. or Nze Limited. Nze Limited. So it's a company, customer group. It's commercial. Territory, maybe from Abuja. Edit full form. Then you can now add the default receivable account, which is here. Add row, which is debtors. Good. Save. You've added the customer. Remember, you can also have your people you buy, that your foreign customers. You invoice them in USD, also pay in USD. That's the same way you calculate it. You must have created the receivable account, that is debtors USD in the chart of account, and you specify the currency as USD. When you are creating it, you now come here under accounting, the default receivable account. What you are going to pick is that debtors USD you've created in the chart of accounts. So that's how to create a customer. So the last but not the least for this session is how to create supplier. That is your vendors, or people you buy your goods and services. So as I said before, you can also go to your ASM bar and first of all create your supplier group. It's very important. Before you create your supplier, you must first of all create your supplier group. So let's search it. Supplier group list. So you can see what we have. We have services, we have local, we have raw materials, we have electrical, we have hardware, we have pharmaceutical, we have distributors. So these are the various groups by default. So as we will add to add a new one, just add supplier group. So what is supplier group you want to create now? So I want to create software. I don't know if we have it before. Software, for instance. This is just an example. I will say save. Good. It's added. It's added. Software is added. That's how to create customer supplier group. Sorry. So the next is to create a supplier. You now type supplier list. For now, we don't have no supplier be created. So add supplier. The name of supplier is Chris Trading Limited. Then what are supplier group? I just created software now. Software. Good. Edit full form. Good. The major thing now we need to do now is to set up the default payable account. You create an accounting, add row. Here you pick the default, which is creditors account. That is default. It's very, very important whenever you're creating a party account, either supplier or customer. You must specify the default account that have already been created in the chart of account. It's a payable account. I don't know if I'm communicating, so save. When you save, go back to the list, you see list trading having what added. So that is how to create a supplier. So in our session, we've covered how to create chart of accounts, how to create a cost center, territory, item group, item unit of measurement, how to create inventory items, warehouse, customer group, customer, supplier group, and supplier. So thank you for your time. Then if you have any question, as you have noted them down, you can now go ahead and ask your questions. Thank you.